What's the hold up with alien tech? Level 3 science packs are also down because they're missing circuit boards, which are missing... I can't tell from here, it's all the way over there. It might be something to do with oil because my reserves are running on fumes, like I said. But was I coming over here to look at? Yes, these things. Where are they? How many do they need? That one. 4 superconductors, which are not getting plastic. Yeah. So it is the oil. I need to build another oil outpost to get more oil. So dependent on it. Then again, wasn't there a recipe to make heavy oil out of coal? Maybe I should do that. Then again, my coal reserves are also rather low. Can barely see them over here. It's pretty much covered by 3 of these large area things almost. That one there it is, coal cracking to heavy oil. Might need to start doing that, but let's do it after I've presented the new cobalt oxide copper production over here. So here we have the copper coming from that tunnel, and then this tunnel inserts the stone and coal, which comes from up here. Stone is coming from up there, where there's a little bit here to force it onto the left side, so that the right side is open for coal coming through here. Although currently only the upper lane gets through, because there's no splitter, but that's not really an issue. Anyway, they get over here into all these chemical electric furnaces. 8 of them, because the process takes 25 time units. That's probably the longest I've had, or at least one of the longest. Even the alien artifacts were less, at 20. So yeah, then they get nitrogen, or what was this stuff? Hydrogen from down here, where the pipe leads into that storage. And then the output is over here. Why aren't these outputting any? Because they can't empty the plates, so they won't also get any more of that cobalt oxide. So then we need to get the plates into here, although currently I'm not using any plates, so they can't really get into it unless I have a splitter. And then the cobalt oxide, let's put that into a chest or something for now, because I need to get oil before I move on to making, what was it, like lithium or something out of that. Cobalt oxide, lithium, nope. What the hell was it that needed that stuff? There it is, lithium cobalt oxide, which is required by lithium. But let's put it in here for now. One smart inserter, hopefully enough. It's under Bob. There you are. And then you need some power. Can I upgrade any of these? Not really. Let's put a old school wooden one there. And then figure out a tunnel going upwards. And there they go. Into this tunnel, which I need to turn around. I put a belt saw there to only let copper plates through, and then they go into this tunnel, which goes here. Oh, there's another tunnel facing the wrong way. Nope, there they come into this splitter. But I'm not using much copper thanks to the oil shortage, so let's do that cracking thing somewhere over here. There's the coal, and then there's the heavy oil, so somewhere around here is probably a good one. It needs one of those. Where would I fit it though? Maybe here, possibly, and then a tunnel that way. Start pumping away, my friend. Oh shit, it needs water, I forgot. Oh, that's easy to fix. Might as well do a Mark II, even though the Mark I seems to be adequate, like where was it? Somewhere like up there where the big processing machines are. I have like one for 4 big processing machines. It's more than plenty to supply them, but let's put Mark II here anyway and connect it there. There it goes. Give me more heavy oil, and then that'll get turned into light oil via this. Although it's only gonna happen once this is full, so maybe I should take that out. And I don't really need to worry about those guys, because these guys won't produce unless these guys cannot produce much enough phenolic boards. Then again, I could just put overflow valves here just in case. Luckily I have the exact right amount, which is 4 of them. There we go. I've disconnected the fuel there, solid fuel altogether, and then those will turn it into that stuff to make more plastic and diesel fuel. Ah, crap, now there's another problem. This one cannot let any copper ore through because the sludge? Yeah, sludge has backed up. But why has that backed up? Because they can't insert freaking copper dust down here. Because the copper has piled up all the way up over here, so that's a problem for not for the copper plate production, but for the cobalt oxide production. Shit, there's not really room here for any splitters. God damn it, how the hell? There we go, now we got splitter here and there. Making sure neither side is blocked by the other. So now we got copper coming through, but not much because it's blocked again. I don't know how the hell could I make sure that these guys get copper despite this side being blocked by not enough use of copper. What if I added one of these here to take from like there or here and put it over there? Yes, that sounds like a plan. Copper ore. That way it'll insert some even though this side is blocked, which it is currently. I could also extend this tunnel over there, but then it would go on both sides of that belt and none of it would end up into these guys, but that would also lessen the amount of sludge, which can get blocked if there's too much copper dust. Oh, there we go. Now it's going over there, but that means these guys won't get any, but maybe that's a good thing. I should just get rid of them. But let's leave them for now, because they're full of copper plates and dust, but they will empty themselves slowly. What the hell happened here? How did all these stone bricks get over here? What the hell? How in the fuck? There's no stone brick production anywhere over here. What the fuck? Luckily they're only blocking a few of these. And there's no shortage of copper wires anyway. But how the fuck? That is a mystery. Let's pick them up and figure out how the fuck. Well, I did at some point move one of these tunnels somewhere that had stuff in it, like this one maybe. I moved that one space upwards to move this upwards to fit this here, but that still doesn't explain how the hell did some freaking stone bricks get over here. How the fuck they're all the way over there? Now I do have them with me, but no, what the fuck? That will probably remain a mystery forever. And there's not much petroleum gas in here, so this is a good time to move it this way so that I can fit another one of those. So let's connect that there. Cut this off. And 4.1, that's not a big loss. There you go. Let's move that as well. And fit another one of these. Should be able to somehow fit a long inserter here. There we go. Move this one to the left, that one, the pump over there, and candle inserter here. So now we got twice the amount of heavy oil going through these pipes into here. Doesn't seem like it's accumulating at all, which is no surprise. Well, it might be that most of it goes into this thing because it's first in line. Yeah, that one's getting it slowly. This one is pumping out lubricant almost constantly. Oh, why can't there be splitters for pipes that would split it 50-50? That would be useful. So I moved that up there, but it's still constantly getting heavy oil. Well, this one has to wait. I could turn this into a level 1, that way it wouldn't produce as often. Yeah, I just decided to do another one here, and that one is now level 1. So it wouldn't produce as fast. The lubricant is only needed for express belts and express tunnels and engines, all of which I have a lot in storage. Let's see right here, network items, engine, 786 of those, and then express stuff we got 2,400 of both, and I'm not really using them as much as I was when I upgraded all the belts and tunnels. Speaking of express things, I should get this automated via that and that. But first things first, we need more oil because those need lubricant as well. So let's start making a new outpost. Oil one, maybe over here. That's the easiest. Just continue from here and build over there. Because this one would either require a new bridge or go around here. And then there's that one up there, which requires an whole new track. So let's go pick up some tracks or put them here and start building with the fully automated rail layer, which is parked down there, I believe. I'm thinking let's deviate here so that I don't hit the lead patch there. And we've already got a rail tanker queuing up behind me, so let's put this there. Wait a minute, why is it showing arrows to the left? I don't know. And then some straight. Peace out. There's a freaking tree in the way. Get out of my way so I can get that train out of there. Let's switch that into a pre-signal or whatever, chain signal, like so. And then normal signal there, and I should have some in here. I wish there was a way to pick up one. There's only a way to pick up the whole thing or half of it, or automatically swing it into there. I just need one of yous right there. Then we can move this out of the way. Oh shit, I forgot to turn. Of course, it's manual control, so I gotta hold A to turn left. Here we go. It doesn't fit though. Place signals, place poles. I can't do that though because I'm using Mark II's, the custom things, so I have to put those manually. There we go. Go. There we go. Now that guy can pass. And then we just plow through, maybe like up to there, and then turn that way and whatnot, and figure out a station over there. I'm building various turrets and pump jacks and whatnots to place over there once I get the station set up. There we go, second oil outpost complete. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 gun turrets, Mark III's, and 3 Mark II sniper turrets, and 6 pump jack Mark II's, but they have pretty terrible yields or outputs. This one is 2.8 per second, that one even worse, 1.9, 2.2, and those ones down there 1.5. That's probably the worst. Oh no, it isn't. 1.4 is terrible yields, even though they haven't been touched until now. But I think it's thanks to the RSO mod, resource overhaul mod, which makes it so that the farther you go from your starting position, the better yield you get. So maybe, let's see which one is, although this one is probably the farthest one currently. Oh, there's some down there, those should be better, but they're so far away and on a different island. So I have to do with these for now, and maybe next those, and then those. So now I just need the way back, so let's fire up the old farm. I already have this train here going to the second outpost. It's already been filled up, and we got 1.9k in there and 4.8k over there. Speaking of which, let's add a tunnel. I have a random one piece of that for some reason. Hopefully it's not a crucial pipe somewhere missing the other end. Let's add a connection between the two so that they can fill each other up. Need a few more pipe pieces to connect the dots. Come on, let me through. There we go. Now it'll even out between the two. Made it back, so let's launch that train. Although I was thinking, of course, I could use the existing oil train, this one, make it stop at the other place, but since I already built that other train over here, let's just launch it by adding oil unload to the selection. And there it goes. I can actually skip it onto that because it already has a full load. And stop. There we go. Now it should unload. Wait a minute. Oh shit, it doesn't have anything. What the fuck? I thought I had a full load. I could have sworn when I was there and placed the train on the station the first time, the pump started pumping stuff into these. But it could be that they only work when the station is horizontal, not vertical. God damn it. Because I didn't see like that oil droplet icon appear on the things. Damn it. Why you no work? Oh shit. I have to rebuild the station and put it horizontal then if they don't work. Let's see when it arrives. Does anything happen with the pumps? Moment of truth. Nope, nothing. What the fuck? They moved when I was there. Maybe they were just pumping that tin oil into themselves or something like that. God damn it. Where's my airplane? Is it over there or did I leave it down there? Nope. Maybe it's that one. There we go. Now it's pumping. So it was off and looks like this one is off as well. Maybe it's further down then. There we go, it's pumping. Yes, now we're talking. We gotta move these as well. It's all about the positioning. Right there and then put those there. And resume the train. Now we got more black gold. That one's already filled up to the brim, and so is this almost. But why is that still running though? That's what threw me off last time. This pump is clearly still doing something, but why when this is full? So now that we have oil back up again, I added a second chemical plant here for plastic output, but it looks like these guys are not getting tinned copper wire, so let's investigate that over yonder. Oh shit, looks like I'm out of tin, so I'm gonna have to do a station for that down there as well. Or I could use the gold outpost, yeah, put some drills there or here or on both. Put them on there and do another train, but it can't unload. Where's my bike shed? It can't unload over there because both sides are used unless I use like only that wagon, which is doable with those filters on the wagons, but the tin stuff is over here, so I should maybe use the oil unload one. Yeah, that could be doable, because there is space for inserters over there, because they only need, those rail tankers, they only need one square for that pumpity action. So I could do at least down there. There's plenty of space. Yeah, it's doable. So let's head out there. First, I gotta build some of these though. Let's do a few of those and some of those, and then set up the usual turrets and whatnot to protect my things.